Where is it? This one here. Go live.
Huh?
Oh, where are we? Go here, right? There we go. Now I can hit go live.
Okay.
TJ with us today?
She's not, but I'm looking right now. I'm on here.
Okay. I'm just hitting it now.
Yep, I meant to tell you that. Sorry.
That's okay. Nope. I just hit it now.
I'm
gonna
looking
go.
too.
You'll see. You should see it pop up in just a moment.
Okay. It's funny because I was like that delay.
Yep. Sometimes yours is faster. I'm going to the other device just so I can see it too. It should be fine, but I want to make sure.
Right.
Just making sure.
Okay, we're on. We're good.
Good to go. Yep. Cool. And I can see the red light on there. Bet.
Yep.
All right. Well, happy Sunday, Miss Leigh.
Thank you. Happy Sunday, Miss BiBi. Happy Sunday to all of our listeners, little listeners, big listeners, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. We our moderator, Miss TJ, everybody send her some love. She's not here tonight, but she's usually here. So we love you, Miss TJ, wherever you are out there.
love you.
Right, that's right. Well, we of course, glad to be here again. Excited for the story, of course. Hope your weekend was good, and I hope all of y'all's weekend was good. It looks like the winter is kind of slowing down, I guess.
Yeah, it's slowing down. We got a little bit longer. You never know, but right now it's going to be good like this week. Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be nice, but sometimes we get snow in March, and so
That's right.
But I think we might be getting out of the really, really cold ones. Even if we have a couple more days, I don't think it's going to be so bad. But we actually got some real snow days this year. So
it's been a while, right? I mean, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really say we had snow days.
Yeah. That's right. It's been a long time since we've had that. So
yes.
Anyways, before we get started, and we'll do what we usually do. Of course, to all of our little listeners and our big listeners out there, we want to wish you all a blessed and prosperous week. For all the children, little ones, big ones, we want to wish you all safe travels, the safety as you go to and from school tomorrow. We wish safety over the bus drivers, the people that drive you to and from school, the cafeteria hands, the teachers, everybody who is involved in your education and your safety. We wish all of that to all of those involved, and to all of you big listeners out there. We wish you all a wonderful, prosperous, blessed, and safe week as you go to and from work as well. And the same, Miss Leigh, we wish you a wonderful, wonderful, blessed, and safe work week coming up as well.
Yeah, same to you as well. I wish you a blessed, happy, joyous, smooth running week.
Right. And of course, as you know, I don't think that is said enough. We say, we do our prayers for the children and their safety, but of course we and we've been, saying, about the fires and different things and all those folks, but all those who might be sick or shut in, the elderly, the ones who are, grieving, anybody who's had loss, anything, you might be going through something, you know what I mean? I saw a post today and I reshared it. We talk about paying it forward and things like that. And it was a really good post. It was so simple because I've gone to drive through lines and pay for a car behind me every once in a while. But, it was saying something like, don't bother paying for the person behind you at Starbucks. If they didn't have it, they wouldn't be in Starbucks line, which is such a true statement. And the post suggested, call a school, call a random school and say, give me a random child's lunch account that's overdrawn that needs money on it. Right. I like that idea. And that was wonderful. So anybody out there, like I said, big or little, the sick, the shut in, the mourning, those who are grieving loss, those who are, struggling financially, barely got food on the table, clothes on their back. We pray for all of you. And we hope that these Sundays, it may not fix it, but it gives you just a little bit of piece of joy to carry you just another step, because who knows, the next step might be the one that needed to be taken. So
that's right. And that's very true. The schools do. They need that. They need that because you know what? Nutrition is everything. That's what get the children, get them going during the day, keeps their energy up. If they don't have that, if they're hungry, They're not
They
gonna
can't
learn.
think. Their brain's not. You're right, absolutely. And you of all people know that because you've always kept the children nourished in your care, and had the morning breakfast, the lunch, the afternoon snack. You kept them active. You know what I mean? So
Mhm,
I
mhm.
know how critical it is you can't think straight, you can't read, you can't learn anything on an empty stomach. You know what I mean? Or
You
if
really
you're
can't.
cold and you didn't get any sleep the night before because you didn't eat or you didn't have warm blankets or any of
Yes,
those things. Yet you
exactly.
found a way to be at school, and it can be so shameful. It feels like, so shameful. You don't want anybody to know, but we are with you. Hey, we've been there even
Yep, exactly.
ourselves.
Yep,
So not
exactly.
just we praying for you, we know what it's like, by experience. We've been cold,
Mhm.
we've been hungry, we've
Yeah,
gone without. So
we
that being said, knowing what that's like, we are with you. And if
yep,
there's anything that we can do, we'll definitely do that.
exactly, exactly. Yes,
Well,
definitely.
Miss Lee, what do you have for us today?
Oh, I have the cutest story. Oh my goodness. Look, this book talks about a body part that is really underrated. No one talks about your toes, right? Your
Important too.
toes.
They're
You
important.
use your toes, okay? Toes are important, right? And you can do a lot with your toes. Once I read the book, because I try to pre-read the book before I come on here and read it to you all. I read the book. I was cracking up laughing. It's so cute. I remember doing some of these things in this book as a child. I remember doing some of these things to my daughter, who's the moderator here. That's probably why she's not here tonight. She probably would have been embarrassed. But Miss TJ had the cutest little toes, and I'd always, sniff her toes and say, "Ooh, you got stinky feet,"
Yeah.
tickle her toes. I bet you did that to Miss Kaylin.
That's right.
And
We
they're funny. Toes are actually a wonderful body part. And when you really read this book after I read it, you'll think about it like, oh yeah, I know you're going to say I did it before, or I did that with my child, or I've seen another child do that. Tamara could, well, Miss TJ, as you all know her, she could put her toes in her mouth when she was a baby.
So could Kaylin. Her whole foot. Her whole foot.
Now look, Miss BiBi, let you and I try that now. We'll be in the hospital because we're gonna break our.
Oh, I
I mean,
can't even. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You can forget it.
uh-uh.
You can
No,
forget
bone
it.
cracking and everything. It's not gonna happen, But I can remember doing that when I was little,
Mhm,
around
mhm.
your toes. There's so many things that your toes could do. I just thought this book was too cute.
I
You're gonna
picked
love
stuff up with them before.
it. You can do a lot with your toes. I mean, there's some people who do not have arms, cannot use their hands, and they actually are able to write, draw with their toes.
Wow.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? That's
Mm.
amazing. That is amazing. So your toes are powerful.
That's right.
Whether
That's
you
right.
know it or not, they are. They're like they can serve as your hands. I mean,
Mm.
really, they really can. So this book is too cute. You're gonna
Well,
enjoy it.
I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's go. It's called Busy Toes. And I love the illustrations in this book as well. They're beautiful pictures. So enjoy Busy Toes. Big toes, little toes. So the big toes can represent our big listeners. The little toes can represent our little listeners. Open toes and closed toes. Waving toes, tickling toes. And I love doing that when Miss TJ was a baby, tickle her toes. And I remember making my toes wave like a hand. Doggy, tummy, rubbing toes. I've seen this happen with little kids tickling their toes on their dog. Drawing toes, digging toes. And it is fun to dig your toes in the sand and, feel the sand going between your toes when you go to the beach and things like that. It's so, so cute. Hidden toes, testing toes. Testing toes, I still do to this day. You want to test your toes in the water before you take a bath. Make sure it's not too cold, it's not too hot. So that's very important to test the water with the toes before you get in. Splashing toes, squishing toes. Yep, I used to love splashing my feet in the rain, in the puddles. And don't forget the fishing toes. And he's actually catching fish. He has a string around his toes and catching fish. That's too cute. Tippy toes and dancing toes. Tasting toes, which is what I talked about earlier. Miss TJ used to taste her toes. And Miss BiBi said Miss Kaylin used to taste her toes, her whole foot. Counting toes and pickup toes. I remember doing that too, picking up items with my toes. Something falls on the floor, I pick it up with my toes, not my hands. Pushing toes, wearing teeny clothes on toes. I've done that too. I had a doll baby and put the doll baby shirt on my toes. Soapy toes, shadow toes. Just like you could do puppet shows with your hands and make a shadow, you can do that also with your toes. I've done that too when I was little. Use my toes to make the little shadow puppets. Tired toes and tip toes. I know about the tired toes. I still have that every day. I'm sure Miss BiBi has that. I'm sure a lot of the big listeners have that when they get home from work. Cannot wait to take those shoes off. Kissing, cuddling, loving toes. And good night toes. And that is the end of busy toes. Too cute. Another one is too cute. I love it. I love
Yes, very cute. All of them, I think we might have pretty much, except for fishing. I didn't fish with my toes.
it.
I
Right.
do still do the what you call it, dip the toe in the water to make
Right.
sure. Oh yeah,
Yep. Yep.
we'll get
Exactly.
into a pool. If it's too cold, then I bet
Right.
know.
Yep. You use your toes to test the water before you get in there. Go to the
Tip
beach. That's supposed
toes.
to have toes in the
That's
sand.
right.
You know.
That's right. See if it's too hot or whatever.
Yep.
Tip
Exactly.
toes, yes,
Tippy
but
toes.
fishing
Oh yes.
toes. I don't think I ever did fishing toes.
Yeah, I remember done fishing toes. I was like, that's a new one. I was going to ask you about that. I was like, wonder if Miss BB's done that one because I have not
No,
done that.
no fishing toes.
Yeah. And you know what? I've done the shadow toes. Where you
Oh,
kind
yes, yes,
of the
and
toes.
I've had clothes on the toes, like, you get them socks that's got the little I've
Oh
got
yeah.
a pair that's got some little characters on them. Actually. I think let me see. I got let me see.
But that's too cute. Oh my god.
I think they're right here. It should be
Uh-huh.
right here.
That is too cute.
Oh, I found them, yep. They got little
Oh,
they
she
have
got
little
some.
see there, look, if they got little characters on them too.
That's cute.
They have little stars and little
Oh, that is really cute. See? And I bet you love those socks.
yeah. But they I have real little
Oh,
feet, so they're so weird. It when you have the little toe things on them,
yeah, exactly.
it feels strange.
Yes, yes. Toes are cute. I mean, look, I love baby toes. I'm like, oh,
Yes, they're so
those little
cute, though,
pet
so
feet.
cute.
I'm like, oh,
And I don't know
you go,
why.
this little piggy.
Just yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wee, wee, wee. The kids learn to start laughing even before you get to the wee, wee, wee part.
Exactly. Yes, they do. They really do. Yes.
Yes, they do.
So
Absolutely,
this
they
book
do.
makes me think about your toes. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, you don't think about your toes much. I'm like, yeah, I thought about my toes.
Mhm, mhm. And all babies,
That's
I don't know why, you just wanna bite them. You wanna bite the little toes.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, 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 mm. Well, another great one, of course, So we can't wait to see what we have for next
Yeah,
week.
I
I
love
hope
it.
all of you all enjoyed that. But there, my jaw is always hurting from smiling after after every story
I
because
know,
they're
right?
so
They're too cute. I'm serious. It brings back memories of your childhood or your children's, childhood when they were little. And I hope it does the
hmm
same for all of our listeners. Even our little listeners, they might tonight want to take a look at your toes, or whenever they see this, they might just be out on
hmm
their toes and try to do some of these things that we
That's
talk about
right.
in the book.
And for the big listeners, watch out, little listeners, because your mommies and daddies or grandmas might be tickling them toes tonight. You
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
might want to hide your toes.
Yep, yep. Hide those toes.
Something else you can do with them. Play hide and seek with them.
That's right. That's right. You were right about that.
Well, we love you all. We hope you all have a
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful week. And we look
Yes.
forward to seeing you next weekend, next
Yes.
Sunday.
Have a blessed week. Have a blessed week, everyone. We
Have
love
a
you so
great
much.
week. Yes, yes, yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.